Everyone, welcome back to another lecture on the course Python Fundamentals, Building Blocks for Aspiring Developers. We will continue with that module. We are at the last day of this module. We will just see a bit about using modules and packages in our project, and we'll see that with an example. So let's begin. So how do we use that in a project? So first we need to identify if a particular package is available. So what do? We first do a bit of research on Google. Let's say you have a mathematical model. Let's say you want to use factorial. So you search how I can do factorial in Python. It will show you a list of packages. Then you can search even in PyPy, or after that you need to read the documentation of the package so you know how to use it. Then you install the package and start using it. So if one example is NumPy, we saw a bit of this one. So we'll have a bit of look in this one too in this video. So NumPy is a powerful library. It is used for different numerical operations, numerical computing in Python, and is widely used in data science applications, data analytics, these sort of things. So it provides a lot of functions and tools of working with arrays, matrices, and mathematical operations efficiently. It is very quick, and we do not need to write the functionality ourselves. So some common uses of NumPy in projects are creating arrays and matrices. So maybe we want to have lists, we want to have large lists, multi-dimensional lists. We can use that, we can use create that using NumPy. We can perform mathematical operations on these lists. These are also very optimized. So instead of using ordinary lists in Python, some operations, if we use in NumPy, are much more quicker and faster. So this is why we prefer using NumPy sometimes. And array manipulation. So it provides a lot of functions for reshaping, slicing, concatenating arrays, and everything. So it makes our process, our code a lot smaller, a lot easier, and much more efficient. So let's start coding. So first thing I showed you is that first you want to search what you want to do. So I want to say factorial in Python package. So it says it is available. So okay, so I'm doing a research. Let's say I have this factorial and I say okay, math is a package. So I want to say okay, here is a package math that I can use. So I go to this PyPy, array math Python, and in fact let's say this. So we have okay, because math is a standard library, it is not available in PyPy. So maybe let's say standard deviation numpy. So I want to say standard deviation Python, and it says okay numpy.std num statistics.standard deviation. So I can open this one. I can see okay statistics is a package. Maybe I need to install that one. So I say statistics module Python. I can see if it is from a standard library or not. So seems like it's not. So I can simply install it from here. Then I go to the official Python documentation over here, and it says from statistics import median, and this is how you use median. You provide it a list and it calculates a median. So now I know how I want to use this one. But for the sake of this example, I'm just going to go with NumPy. So I already have a bit of code from NumPy. So I first imported it. So let's just uncomment a few things and see how it goes. So like this. So here is how we create an array or a list in NumPy. Run the code, and it says, okay, this is my array, right? Now we can also create an array of all the zeros of 2 by 3. So let's say we want to create, maybe for some purpose, we want to create an array like this. We use this code, we run the code, and it creates an array. So it's like 2 by 3. So it says 2 rows and 3 columns. This is one row, this is another row, and these are 3 columns. So if I put it over like this, So you can think of it, this is one row, this is second row, this here is one column, this is second column, this is third column, right? So similarly, we also have some functionalities for ones. We only get ones, right? Like this. We can also have for this, it will arrange the numbers like from 0 to 9. We can give a different number and it will create an array of all those numbers. Then we have some array operations, right? So I do it like this. You can see the shape of array, we can reshape it, we can transpose it. Just going to run the code. So it says shape of array 1 is 5. This is array 1, right? I can say give me the shape of array 2. So it says array of shape is 2 by 3, 2 rows and 3 columns. Then it reshapes these sort of things. Then we also have some mathematical functions over here. So sum of array, mean, standard deviation, dot product, these sort of things. So sum of array 1 is 15, 5 4 9 10 13 or 2 15. You see, standard deviation, dot product, these sort of things. And we also have this random number generator. So it says this is a random array, created a random number for each of the elements in the array. So for example, you are going to work with a lot of mathematics, so you might want to use this NumPy package and you might find this sum, mean, standard deviation useful. So this is how you plan a project. So it's really simple. You first go around and search for the project, search for the model or something that you're going to use. You read about that, you read the documentation and see if it is useful. Then you install the package and then you, based on the documentation, you use the functions in the package to achieve your purpose, right? So that's it. That is just like a general workflow of how you use packages and modules in Python, right? And with that, we bring this module to an end. So in this module, we learned about packages and modules. So this is very important in Python because a lot of times, almost 99% of the times, you would use a package or a module, maybe from third party, to achieve your purposes in code. So it's much recommended that you learn about how these work and how you can install the packages and modules, how you can work around with virtual environments, and how you can use those so the code sharing is easy and creating different projects is easy and much more efficient. And that is all for this lecture, and we'll meet you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.